Hello and welcome to Maths with Mr. Holmes. What will you learn today? Let me tell you, it's Finding Factors Part 3, Abundant Numbers. So the question you'll be asking, what are abundant numbers? Well, abundant numbers have factors, not including itself, that add to more than the number. For example, the number 12 has factors that add to 16. We've used a factor book and we've looked at the factor pairs 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Remember, we're not including the number itself, so we're going to cross out the number 12 and then add all the other factors up. 1, add 2, add 3, add 4, add 6, and that's 16, which is more than the number itself. So 12 is an abundant number. We've got our steps to learning written up clearly, so you can follow along step by step as we go. Let's have a look at our question. Which of these are abundant numbers? 16, 18, 20, 22. We'll start with 16. Look at the number and write it down, and we're going to use our factor book, and we're going to find our factor pairs, starting with 1 and itself. Remember to be systematic, to keep track of your calculations. 2 and, well, it's even, so it's definitely got a factor of 2. All even numbers have. Use your times tables. 2 times 8 equals 16. Another a couple of ways you can work it out. If you're unsure of your times tables, count in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's 8 lots of 2. Or another special way is we can halve the number. So 16 divided by 2 would give 8. So we know 8 2s or 2 8s equals 16. Little handy hint for you. Is it in the 3s? Well, I know using my times tables that it isn't. But again, if you're unsure, count in 3s to check. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. No, it is not. On we go to the next number then. So that's the number 4. Is it in your 4s? Yes, it is. So I know that's a square number. 4 squared, or 4 times 4. 4, 8, 12, 16. But we only need to write 4 once. Is it in the 5s? No, because we know that 5s end in a 0 or a 5 for the ones. Is it in the 6s? Not in the 6s. Is it in the 7s? Not in the 7s. Is it in the 8s? Yes, but we repeated, and we're going to stop when the numbers repeat. So we'll cross out the number itself, and we'll add the factors. So the factors we've got are 1, 2, 4, and 8. I want to tick them off as I add them. I want to use my number bonds. So 8 and 2 make 10. Add the 4 makes 14. Add the 1 makes 15. It's an abundant number if the total is more than the number. 15 is less, so it's not an abundant number. Go ahead and put a cross there. Let's have a look at number 18. We'll look at the number and write it down. And we'll go ahead and find the factor pairs, starting with 1 and itself. 1 and 18. On to 2 and, well, it's even, so we know it's in the 2s. 2 times 9 Is it in the threes? So I know 3 times 6. Is it in the fours? No, it isn't. Not in the fives. It's in the sixes, but I've stopped because I've repeated. I now need to add the factors, but don't include the number itself. So let's go ahead and tick them off as we add them. I'm going to use number bonds again. 9 and 1 make 10. Add 6 will be 16. Add 3 will be 19. Add 2 will be 21. It's an abundant number if the total is more than the number. 21 is more than 18, so yes, we found an abundant number. Two more to have a look at, starting with 20. We'll look at the number and write it down, and let's go ahead and find the factor pairs, starting with 1 and itself. It's even, so I definitely know it's in the 2s. 2 times by 10. Is it in the 3s? No. I can check because 2 adds 0. Not in the 3 times table. Is it in the 4s? Yes, it is. 4 times 5. Is it in the 5s? Oh, and we've repeated. So we're going to stop. We're going to add the factors, but do not include the number itself. And we'll go ahead and tick them off as we go. So we've got 10 here. Add 5 is 15. Add 4 is 19. Add the 1 to make 20. And add the 2, which makes 22. It's an abundant number if the total is more than a number. 22 is more than 20. So yes, 20 is an abundant number. On to the final number, which is the number 22. So we'll look at the number and write it down. Now we'll go ahead and find the factor pairs, starting with 1 and itself. It's even, so it's definitely in the 2s, and I know my times tables, so 2 times 11. Is it in the 3s? Well, I know 3 7s are 21. Next one will be 24, so no. Is it in the 4s? No. Is it in the 5s? No, it's an end in a 0 or 5. Is it in the 6s? No. 7s? No. 8s? Not in the 8s. Not in the 9s. Not in the 10s. It doesn't end in a 0. The 11s, but we've repeated and we've got to that magic halfway mark. So we're going to stop. We're going to add the factors up. But we do not include the number itself, so cross 22 out, and let's add them up. So we've got 11, add 2 is 13, add 1 equals 14. It's an abundant number if the total is more than the number, and 14 is not, is less. So 22 is not an abundant number. And there you go. Using factor pairs to find abundant numbers. Have a go yourself. Write a few numbers down. How many abundant numbers will you be able to find? See you again soon for some more maths fun.